Hello, everyone. Good Sunday morning to you. I'm Terry Wood, and welcome to the county seat. Here's an amazing statistic. In the last 40 years, since 1970, Utah has lost more agricultural land than the entire states of Rhode Island and Delaware combined. That is a lot of land producing our food. You can see the problem here. If we continue to grow and urbanize as we have in the last 40 years, we're going to have trouble producing our own food in the next 40. Well, a task force of the state has just tackled that problem and issued some recommendations. That will be our topic today on our roundtable and our report from Malia Bascom.
A grocery list hangs on a refrigerator, reminding families across Utah about the simple everyday need to eat. We go to supermarkets full of food from all over the country and even the world, and never think twice about how it got there or where it came from. While food is one of our most basic necessities, we have an interesting way of thinking about the land and people who produce it for the rest of us. If a farm is turned into a subdivision, we often see it as an improvement, adding more tax revenue to our community and an example of our growth. Who cares if there's one less farm out there?
We're so accustomed to allowing agricultural land to be turned into things that accommodate our population growth. But we keep forgetting that we eat 3 times a day and that we need this local source of food producing land for our own stability and for our own food security.
Less food production leads to problems that can topple even the most stable communities. Over the past year, the average food price has risen in some cases by 50%. Wheat prices jumped 38% in 1 month because of a drought half a world away. Disasters that cut off long-distance travel can lead to shortages and, in some cases, riots. For Utah farmers, these statistics underline the need to protect local farmlands from urban encroachment and change public perception regarding just how important those agricultural areas truly are. To help in that cause, Utah Governor Gary Herbert has established the Utah Agriculture Sustainability Task Force.
Agricultural land was disappearing at an alarming rate. And with this recession that we're in, we saw kind of a lull in the conversion of farmland into subdivisions. And the thinking was that if we don't do something now to protect the food-bearing land that we have, that we're going to lose this opportunity to do good things to protect agriculture right now. So task force came together to try to wrestle with what is agriculture, what are the threats to it, and how can we mitigate those threats and protect the farmland, especially along the Wasatch Front where most of the prime agricultural land is located.
The grocery store is full today, and Utah farmers hope that even in the toughest of times, that will still be the case as we focus on the survival of our local agriculture.
If we can't protect the farmland now, when so many people are tuned in to the value of locally produced foods and the value of seeing farmers out there and seeing farmland and agriculture so close to the Wasatch Front, we want people to recognize this and help make farmland protection a front page story. And we'd like the news reporters and the news media to get on board with it too and cover agriculture not for the problems they see in it, but for the stability for the citizens of our state.
In my opinion, every farm is important because there's food grown on farm ground. And whether it ends up in Davis County residents' houses or whether it goes to California or Colorado or wherever. I realize that Davis County might be a small drop in the bucket compared to the Midwest, but this kind of thing is going on throughout the country. And if you keep taking these drops out of the bucket, pretty soon the bucket's dry. And then you've got to depend on other countries for your food supply. That's not good.
For the county seat, I'm Malia Bascom.
All right, thank you very much, Malia. That sheds a little light on this issue. We're going to shed further light on the issue with our roundtable discussion, some of the authors of the report, in just a moment.
Almost 45% of the oil produced in Utah, 7.8 million barrels, comes from Duchesne County. That oil feeds our state economy, provides job growth, and supports local business. Here in Duchesne County, we're working to make Utah an economic, cultural, and technological leader. Whether you're here for business or pleasure, Duchesne County will welcome you with open arms and invite you to explore all the beauty of the Uinta Mountains. Duchesne County, close enough for business, far enough to get away.
How would you spend an extra day in Utah Valley? Stay one more day. Visit utahvalley.com to make reservations. Utah Valley. Bring everyone together.
Rediscover your sense of adventure. Welcome to San Juan County. Discover the past. A change of place. Utah's San Juan County, where life is elevated.
It's time you got off the beaten path. It's time you discovered something new. It's time you explored Kane County, Utah. Thousands of miles of trails, shorelines that go on forever, a horizon that compels you forward. Spend some time in Kane County and visit the past, present, and future. Kane County, Utah. It'll be time well spent.